folks, we are working up here at a beautiful subdivision that we're building. The gentleman that's working on this project, we've been here with him since he broke ground on his new house. I think I've actually made a couple of videos this place up here, but we're putting in some utilities to some of these lots that he's got for sale. I'll jump out here and kind of give you a little rundown of what we're doing. So we got Tyler over there. He's in the hoe. He's digging for water lines, and as of right now, he's just going to do some individual services, just because he's got 6 lots. I think there's 6 here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 5 lots. And he built his beautiful home on one of them. Man, look at that beautiful home. Absolutely just beautiful. I'll get you a couple of videos of around the other side of it too. We've done some grade work around it. And we got to try to get some mulch blowed on it tomorrow. But basically they logged this a few years ago, and it's just been it was a battle getting started because it was so much cleanup, but it really turned out quite well, and it's getting better. You know, we get a couple houses built in here, and that's all it's going to take, and this place is just going to take off. But yeah, Tyler's going to dig down. We're going to go across the creek. We're going to dam this creek up and pump this water out in a minute. He's getting ready to call it for a minute. We're going to go eat lunch. We got our water line. We're going to put electric 3-inch conduit in this ditch here, and we're going to put our water lines in with it too. 12 inches of separation. You're allowed to do that. Obviously you can see we got a little bit of water. All this ground up here is just laying in water when you get on this lower part. But man, it's got some really nice looking dirt. That's a good looking ditch too. Good looking ditch. But this electric line is going to service this lot all the way back here in the back. And we got a water line going up here to this lot, and then we got another water line going up to this lot out here. This line's there's going to be another line to come up and go across the creek and stub up right there for that lot. They're going to get their electric from that pole. Then people is going to get their electric from that pole, and then the service up on top for that lot, they're going to get their electricity from the pole up there. We're going to run a 1.5-inch conduit along with the 3-inch electrical conduit for future phone service, internet service up here. They haven't got high speed up here yet, but I know it's coming. So that's where the other line's going to come across. But we're going to get ready to go get us a bite to eat. When we come back, we got to put some sleeves and stuff on some of these lines. We got to sleeve it so that the water and electric, the water rocks don't rub holes in it when it goes across the creek. It's just a practice that I usually do. We got little blue over there, got us some gravel to put back in the ditch. So let's go get us a bite to eat. Stretch of our utilities. This is where we're anticipating putting a transformer that's going to feed this lot, and then there's another lot up here. We're bringing the water up. We're just going to leave everything. I think we're just going to leave everything right up here. I think that's plenty close enough for whenever they get ready. Really kind of hate to do any more than you have to. And the access to this second, 4th lot, it'll come off of this and spur into there. We kind of gotta clean that up too. We got Tyler is getting the trench ready to start laying some utilities in, so that way we can finish this last little stretch. Just making a habit today. Dump truck starter or something now. I'm not really sure what's wrong with it. We roll started, got started, but we're still gonna have to figure out. Try to use it next day or two, and then we'll take it down and get it fixed. Well, we got them all in. Got the water lines sleeved. I got to flip-flop that one across, but he's going to cross the ditch, come down here and start backfilling, working his way that way and across the creek. Mainly so that way it pushes the electrical conduit stuff. We can get it farther in the ground. So just trying to get most of it done before lunch. Well, skid steer's down, dump truck's down. Been a very productive day of breaking down, that's for sure. So, starter, I think the starter is out, but you got to jump start it, pull start it. I got it started, but I don't know. I got this pretty much put back. He's greasing up. The skid steer, a sensor went out on it. It's sensor, it has something to do with the EGR. It's forcing it into lint mode. So I was going to put it in there, but in order to put it in, it looks like you got to pull the emissions and all kinds of other stuff off of it, all the emission mufflers. It's just a big old pile of garbage. So I'm going to try to I got to figure out something. I really need my skid steer the next little bit on this job, because I need to do some smoothing and some cleaning, and it's just so much easier to do than it is with a dozer, especially what little bit I need. But I guess we'll just have to do what we got to do. I got to carry some dirt too. That's another thing I need to do. I need to carry dirt. So I guess we're just going to have to take the dump truck and load the dump truck up. Got to haul a little bit of dirt over here, and I got to haul a little bit of dirt over here. I guess we're just going to take the dump truck, load it up, haul it over, but it's got a starter problem, so we'll shut it off. I'm letting the batteries charge up now, but I don't think it's the batteries. I think it's the starter again. So that's kind of where we're at with what we're doing, but it'll be Friday before we get done. I was hoping to be done tomorrow, blowing mulch tomorrow, you have all this stuff done, but it ain't gonna happen. I did get lucky and get a truck tomorrow. I'm gonna have a tri-axle dump truck tomorrow, so I'll at least get 3 loads of rock, and that should do what rock we need to do up there. That should do it. We're gonna put some number 2s down, crush it, run, cap it all off, but there again, no skid steer, so I ain't gonna be able to spread any stone. So anyway, well, let's carry on. Could be worse. Always could be worse. Well, good morning, folks. Today's Thursday. We are me and Tyler got the skid steer loaded up this morning. I gave him some directions there and showed him a couple things to do while I'm gone. We're taking this taking the 333 G excavator. We're taking it down to John Deere. We're going to go ahead and take it to Bridgeport, which is where I bought the machine at originally. I talked to them yesterday on the phone. Leslie's is just, their service department is extremely hard to actually talk to somebody. I don't mean to be condescending, I don't mean to be mean about it. I'm just stating a fact that if you need to get a hold of somebody and you're in a bind and you've got OCD, ADHD like me, Leslie's is not the number you want to call. You want to call. You know, right or wrong, don't mean anything negative about it, don't mean anything mean about it. Just saying. If you need to get a hold of somebody right now, you don't want to call Leslie's. It's just, they're just busy. I know, they're busy. I'm just going to leave it at that. Now, moving on. I was talking to somebody yesterday at Bridgeport. I talked to my service man down here, Brian. Brian always does me a stand-up job. Brian understands that when I'm broke down, I've got to get fixed. It's got to be fixed. You know, this is how I make my living. These machines, I don't have extra machines just laying around. So I told him, explained to him what I was doing, explained to him that I got the sensor. It's still under warranty. I didn't realize that I still had emissions warranty on that skid steer till next year. So it's still under warranty. They gave me the part for free. God bless their hearts. God love them. And I went to fix it. And where it's located at, the sensor, God love John Deere, they put the daggone thing in an area where you have to remove the emissions mufflers, all those big canisters where it does all the Jesus' work, Lord's work, and making sure all the green environment stays green and all the butterflies still get to fly and all the fish minnows get to do all their stuff. The magic. You gotta remove all that junk. If I'm gonna remove it, I'm gonna make sure that when I remove it, I don't have to put it back on, if you get what I'm saying. We'll put it on a diet. So I can't really say a whole lot. The skid steer's got 2,500 hours on it. And other than I think I've got a few O-rings leaking on some hydraulic lines, I got a few O-rings leaking on it. And I noticed that when I had the cab tilted back. I knew I had a little bit of a leak, but it don't take much hydraulic oil or motor oil to make a big mess. Like, you can think you've got an absolute gusher of a leak, and really you're not leaking that much. It's just, it collects dirt and dust. And right there in that belly pan, it sucks up all the dirt and the dust, and it just collects and clings onto everything. So I didn't want to make this clip very long. I just wanted to kind of tell you what's going on. Of course, the dump truck still don't have the starter on it, and it still won't start on its own power. So we're actually roll starting this thing. I really think it's a starter issue. I mean, it may not be, but I'm really confident that it's a starter issue. I put jumper cables on it, and it didn't help it none whatsoever. If it is just 2 batteries, I'm gonna be like a big idiot. And it could be just 2 batteries. But I'm noticing that, like, I'm losing all power. I just now turned my radio on and realized that it's been like somebody unhooked the battery on it. So I'm not real sure. I need to take it down and get it fixed. So we're just jump starting it, full starting it, whatever. Just not shutting it off unless you got it to where you can roll start it, or got it to where you can get pulled or pushed. We've been pushing it with the skid steer, which it's just been an eventful day, eventful week. I mean, we've had a really eventful week. So we're gonna try to get through it. Lord's willing, we're gonna get through it. So you all stay tuned. And we got Tyler back there. He's doing some straightening up some creeks and stuff, getting everything put back, so we can try to get this thing reclaimed tomorrow. That was my goal today. I want to get everything done today, and the only thing I got to do tomorrow is just blow mulch and put some more seed blow mulch. That's all I want to do all day tomorrow. And I'm going to try to get that done at an early pace because it's going to get hot. And it's going to get hot quick. It's going to be up in the 90s. I know that don't seem like very hot to some of you people who watch me, but in West Virginia, 90 degrees, and then you add our humidity in with it, it feels like about 110. And it's just sticky, hot heat. So, gotta stay tuned. Make you happy. The 3-inch actually does it better. I don't know why, I guess because it's got more volume of air. Once it gets started, man, that's another reason why I don't like these small ones. That other one, so it took off right on out the box. The other one worked really good. It should be up there. Should be. Run up there and check. Got all this grade work done. Got about a 200-foot long French drain put in here. I don't know how many we hauled for 2.5 days. A little track truck. We hauled for 2.5 days with it. It's not the best dirt, but I think it'll give him a good start. And it was just going to be astronomical to put topsoil in here. So we put this. Pretty good looking project. Once it starts greening up, it's getting really hot this time of the year. It's going to be hard to keep it watered, but if you can keep it watered, you'll have him a nice yard. This here's out back. Got a drain in out back here. Got all this front cleaned up. I don't think I have any pictures or footage. Blowing that mulch sucks. She looks good though. Let's go up here and I'll show you the culvert.
So if you swipe mine to the side, it goes to natural light.
It all dried up in there now. There was so much mud up in there earlier that when we was hauling all it out, these mud daubers.